Somebody say, Lord, there's a worshiper in me. So we looked here real quick last week at this text. I need you to understand that the Bible says that they were ordered, they were commanded, that every time the sound went forth, there ought to be worship. Now, they had an image of gold, they had a false and idol god. But for those of us that serve the true and living God, we've got to learn how to identify our sound. Y'all ain't gonna help me today. Ooh, y'all gonna get lost because y'all waiting for me to tell you to grab a neighbor and hoop and holler, but it ain't gonna happen. Because look at somebody and tell them, when the hoop is over, I'm still going through some storms. When the hoop is over, I'm still fighting some battles. I don't need to be entertained in this season, but I need somebody that's gonna give me a word that's relevant enough to take me to a new level. I need somebody to give me some instruction so I can be holy, for he is holy. I need somebody to preach to my spirit because I'm ready to commit suicide. I'm ready to throw in the towel. I'm ready to just walk away from life and walk away from my family. But I need somebody to minister to my spirit that will give me an awakening in the Holy Ghost and say, I got a anointing on my life that is designed to catapult me to another level that I've never imagined before. Look at somebody tell me, I'm tired of folks playing with my life. Oh, see, you ain't talking to the right person, because see, they would have, something in their spirit would have just quickened. I look at somebody else and tell them, I'm tired of people playing with my life. I'm tired of people playing with my emotions. I'm tired of people playing with my heart. I'm tired of people playing with my mind. I need the real deal in this season. With all the hell I've been going through, the way I've been fighting, the way I've been struggling, the way my body's been attacked, the way my mind's been attacked, the way my emotions has been attacked. I don't have time to play, but I need an experience with God. I need the glory of God. I need it to be evident in my life. I need to become a life carrier and a glory carrier. Glory to God. Oh, God. Before I give up, I need restoration. Before I throw in the towel, I need a revival. I need to be refreshed. And too many of y'all become comfortable with just doing church as usual. But I don't want church as usual. I want a glory experience. I dare you to just shout, I want a glory experience. I don't want church as usual, but I want a move of God. I don't want a church experience, but I want the glory of God to be evident in my life. So to the point that when I call him, he moves immediately. I don't know about you, but that's how close I want to be with God. That as I think it, he moves. As I think and imagine it, he'll do it. Is there anybody that can say, God, I handle my imagination. That as I imagine being free, I walk in freedom. As I imagine my healing, I walk in healing. As I imagine my breakthrough, I begin to break through. Somebody open your mouth and shout, God, bring the worshiper out of me. They were informed to respond to a sound. The problem that I have amongst the neo-theocratic church is we select and choose our sounds. We select and we choose the sound that we're going to respond to. The Bible says in Acts, they were in one place with one mind, with one accord. And as they were there with one accord, there came a sound. The problem in the church is there's no sound of deliverance. There's no sound of warfare. There's no sound of breakthrough. There's no sound of praise and worship that is effective to break off not just chains of feathers because we're not with one accord. Y'all let go. He needed that. We want things to be broken, but it'll never break until you become united. Look here. It was not until they were with one accord. Y'all heard me say it before many times. Stop talking about that the people of God are to be on one accord. That's not biblical. It says with, not on. And I told you before, the problem in the church is too many people is on the cord. Somebody said, get off the cord. Get off the cord. So as long as nobody's on the cord, I can move from here to here. I can go around and move. But as long as somebody's on the cord, I stop it from progressing. See, the problem in the church is for too many years we've been talking about, come on, people of God, let's get on one accord. No, come on, let's get with one accord. In other words, I don't need nobody hindering the process. I don't need nobody standing on the cord. And then God is not satisfied because we're moving slow or we're going in the wrong direction. But I need some people that can get with the cord. Who is the cord? He's the cord. Look at somebody and tell them, unite yourself with the Holy Ghost. Unite yourself as a worshiper. Unite yourself as a praiser and get with the agenda of God. Tell somebody, tell them, get with the cord. Get with the cord. Look, here it is. He says, when you hear the sound, worship the image. If you don't worship the image, you'll be thrown into the fiery furnace. If you don't respond to the sound, I hear you, Holy Ghost. Some of you, I said the other week, make sure that you are not the reason for the fire. But look, when you don't respond to the sound, you are thrown in fire. I want you to look at this from a different perspective. I know how the text lines up and I know the context of the text. But I like to stretch your mind. Because I need you to understand that some of you are in the fire because you are not responding to the sound. Have you ever thought about when the sound of praise and you sit and look around can be the reason why you're still in bondage? When the sound of worship goes forth, you sit there biting on your fingernails, can be the reason why you're still in bondage. Have you ever thought about real quick that when the sound of warfare is going on and you get lost instead of warring, can be the very reason why you burned up? Look at somebody and tell them, don't be burnt up in this season. Oh, don't be afraid of them. Talk to them and tell them, don't be burnt up in this season. See, the children used to say, you burnt up. I don't want to be burnt up in this season. I know what it takes. I know what it takes not to be burnt up. I need to respond to the sign. But look, back in context. Here it is. The response to the sound was to worship an image of gold. Thank you, Holy Ghost. It's important that you respond to the correct sound. Look, the sound was for an idol. But you hear a sound for the King of Kings and won't move. Isn't it amazing how we in the body, we treat God as if he's an idol God? Did you look in your Bible? Did you look in your Bible? Did you look in your Bible? Well, in verse 15, in my Bible, where it says, now if you be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? Look here. In my Bible, it's identified. It's identified. And who is that God? In my Bible, it says a capital G. I don't know what's in yours. In my Bible, here's the enemy, the ones that's against them, that still identifies him as God, the capital G. Y'all listen to me today. The problem is, the enemy knows the weight and the power of your God, but you'll sit and you'll listen to the sound and won't move to the authority of the one you say you worship. How possible can we have an atmosphere of worshipers and people that say that they serve God don't worship? Something is wrong. That's like you saying, I love my pastor. And when they say, let's thank God for our pastor, you sitting there. Kind of the same. No response. You just talk a good game. It's the same thing to say that you worship God, you love God, and you hear his name and don't get excited. Some of y'all, you get more excited at the name of your broke down, you're broke down, you're busted and disgusted boo. That's your boo and everybody else's boo. We respond better when we hear them, but won't respond to the one that created you. I've never seen so many jacked up folks in the kingdom that'll go running, they'll go leaping over walls for people, but won't move for God. Oh, I know I'm in this room. I gotta get out of here, preacher, because so waiting on it. You don't move for God. We're so worried about satisfying man and satisfying woman to the point that we just overlook God. But that man, that woman can't pull you out of the fire. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. I said they can't pull you out the fire. Better yet, guess what? Jesus said, I love you so much that I'll get in the fire with you. And some of y'all, you got folks in your corner that when you're going through trial and tribulation, when you're going through heartache and pain, there's nowhere to be found. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. There's nowhere in the world that Lady Jermaine Jones would be on my side, enjoying the blessings and favor of God, if she didn't struggle with me. Y'all ain't gonna hear what I'm saying. Y'all know I like to just tell off on myself, but look, I went through a season where I was no longer working. Some of y'all heard this. In between Bank One, because at the time Bank One was about to be bought out by Chase. So they were in the process of closing down the call center where we were at. Came a season where I was no longer working at Bank One. This was September of 2002. September of 2002. No longer working. Started with First Midwest Bank, April of 2003. Well, September of 2002, she was pregnant with me. She was pregnant with my son. You know what I'm saying? She was pregnant with my son of promise. She was pregnant with not just my son of promise, but my namesake. The one that walks in the authority that I walk in. the one that holds the keys to everything that I got. Y'all better understand the power of the authority. But here it is, from September to working at First Midwest in April, I was unemployed. Not once, not once, not once did she make me feel less than. Y'all better hear what I'm saying. She still had her job. She still had her job. She still had her job. She not once made me feel less than a man because I had lost my job in that segment. Hear what I'm saying? Not once did she make me feel that we wasn't going to make it. Now we got TJ is here. January. In between that time. Top is already here. TJ is now here. I'm beating up on myself. When I tell you was there, I was beating up on myself because I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do. Because all I knew how to be was to be a provider. See, I didn't come from that club where we live off women. There you go. I didn't come off that. Y'all don't like that kind of talk. I didn't come from that. But when I watch you, amen, struggle, and I just chill. No, I'm not going to sit back and keep my feet up and put it all on you. Y'all ain't saying nothing. So I didn't come to, even to this day, hallelujah, I don't even let her pay for a meal. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And we've been married 19 years. And to this day, I don't let her pay for it. We don't go to dinner and she pay for the tab. We don't go to the show and she pay for the tab. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Because see, true worshipers, we learn how to worship God, and the more you learn how to worship God, He tell you how to treat and take care of everything. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. See, anytime you can do and take care, you better check your level of worship. That wasn't the point I was trying to make, but look. So here it is. I went through the season where they had. She would come home. And I don't know if you remember this, but at the time, we were living in Blue Island. Actually, out here. That's 35th Street. She would come home. And she would get up at 4 or 5 o'clock because she had to be working 6. She only worked part-time, 6 to 10. But she would come home. And we would go through every dollar we had. Y'all better hear what I'm saying. We would go through every dollar that we had. And we didn't worry about making it because we knew we were going to make it. See, me being a giver all my life and being a sacrificial seed sower, God's got to take care of His own. Because I don't just worship God like this, but I worship Him like this. Because giving is worship, all right? But look, here it was. Went through that season. I really got another job. Now you know, because you sat there was many times I was in depression in church because I couldn't give. And I wasn't even in depression regarding bills at home because they were all taken care of. Y'all better hear what I'm saying. My weariness and frustration came from not being able to give to God. She's sitting right there. You can pull her to the side after service and say, is the preacher telling the truth? You can't. Because of the simple fact, I made up my mind, if you're going to struggle with me, you're going to reign with me. That's right. Don't say nothing. And sometimes people will look at where you are and what you have, and they won't know your story. They won't know what you had to go through to get here. They don't know your level of worship. They don't know your level of sacrifice. There's some folks in your life that's so busy hating on you, and they don't know the fact that you almost lost your mind. They don't know the fact that you cried yourself to sleep. They don't understand the fact that you were trying to figure out what you were going to eat. You didn't know how you was going to get gas in the car to be able to get back and forth to work. But look at somebody and tell them, don't be mistaken. My worship brought me through the fire. Somebody say, don't be mistaken. It was my worship that brought me through the fire. What's happening is, we get a lot of folks lot of people that will look at our sacrifice of praise, but they'll never understand your sacrifice of worship. Some people become so lost at your sacrifice of praise that they don't even understand your sacrifice of worship. Because you're so fooled by the fact that I dance. But you don't realize that it took a life of worship to get me to the place that I am. See, some of y'all, you wait till you come to church to worship. You wait till you get in the fire to worship. But understand, I get up worshiping. My kids can tell you right now, especially, amen, the ones that are woke, amen, that are woke at the time that I get up. I'm in the bathroom worshiping. I'm getting dressed worshiping. I woke up this morning just singing the song, Open the Eyes of My Heart. I just sung it all morning. I sung it all morning because I live a life of worship. You don't wait till you get thrown in the fire to worship. The only reason why they knew that their God was able to deliver them was because, guess what? They worshiped him before going into fire. See, their worship didn't start when they were thrown in fire. Their worship didn't start right in this scenario or this particular text, but their worship started before because it's their lifestyle. Look at somebody and tell them, make worship your lifestyle. Come on, talk to them and tell them, make worship your lifestyle. That you don't have to wait until situations come. You don't have to wait till issues come. But you can make up your mind that you're going to be found worshiping God because he is God. Why do you worship? Because he's God. I praise him for the things that he's done. I praise him, thanksgiving, for the things that he's done. But I worship him because of who he is. Woo! I wish you just say, Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Oh, come on. It's your time to talk to him real quick and say, Lord, I worship you because of who you are. I worship because you're Jehovah Jireh. I worship you because you're Jehovah Nisi. I worship because you're Jehovah Elohim. I worship you because of who you are to me. You're my mind regulator. You're my heart fixer. You're my provider. You're my rock in a weary land. I wish I had somebody that'll just tell them, God, I worship you because of who you are. That if you don't release another blessing, I worship you because of who you are. If you don't pay another bill, I worship you because of who you are. If no more money goes in my bank account, I worship you because of who you are. If my report from the doctor don't turn around, I still worship you because of who you are. Look, shouting and dancing, it denotes your victory. But understand, you were formed, you were created, you were produced. You were brought into your existence to worship him. He made you to worship. Now your lifestyle of worship should show somebody else what you're made of. Y'all missed it. He made you to worship. Now your lifestyle of worship should show someone else what you're made of. I'm going to say it again. You were made to worship. So your lifestyle of worship should show somebody else what you're made of. Look at somebody and ask them, what are you made of? That when you get down and out, you don't stop coming to church. You show what you're made of. I keep on pressing my way so I can worship. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. When I get an unfavorable report, I don't sit in depression, but I show what I'm made of. And I lift my hands and declare, whose report will I believe? I believe the report of the Lord. Give somebody a high five and tell them, show what you're made of. You were made to worship. Now show what you're made of. What you complaining about? Show what you're made of. Why you weary, weak, and worn? Show what you're made of. Why you frustrated? Show what you're made of. Why are you in a place of wanting to give up? Show what you're made of. Why do you want to give in? Give up. Give up what? Give in who? Not me, because I've been made to worship. worship, and worship will change my very situation. Worship will change my mindset. Worship will change my heart. Somebody say worship. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I'm done. I'm going to have to do another week. Understand, they understood they were created to worship. And their worship was nothing to take lightly. Look at somebody, tell them, don't take it lightly. Every opportunity to worship, don't take it lightly. Let me tell y'all something. It don't mean you weak because you cry out in the presence of God. I don't know where we get this confused emotion. This confused emotion. This confused emotion. That crying make one's weak. Crying doesn't make you weak. It doesn't. Read your Bible. All throughout Psalm, you hear it. Cry. Cry. Cry aloud. Cry out. We've got to learn how to get in the presence of God and cry out. Crying only makes one weak when you cry to the weak. When you're so busy crying to everybody who can't do nothing. When you're crying to everybody about everything, and guess what? What they do is they just start crying with you. No. Crying only makes you weak when you cry to the weak. Worship is my lifestyle. Worship here in this text gives us an assurance of the abilities of God. Did you not read the Bible where it said, they said that, okay, put us in the fire. But the God that I serve is able. Worship gives you an assurance of the abilities of God. You know He's able to do it. Is there anybody that believes He's able to do it? Come on, I'm going to end right here. Do you really believe that He's able to do it? Come on, put it on your mind what you need God to do. And just open your mouth and say, God, I believe you're able. Oh, come on, I believe you're able. So I'm not going to worry and I'm not going to fret, but I'm going to lift my hands and worship because you're able. I don't see the way out, but I believe you're able. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I know you're able. I don't know how you're going to erase that season, but God, I know you're able. So I lift my hands in the sanctuary and I worship because you're an able God. I open my mouth because you're able. I worship you because you're able. Able. Somebody lift your voice. Somebody lift your hands and tell them you're able, God. Yes, you are. I'm done. We just gonna worship real quick. You're able, yeah you are, 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 yeah you are. Able. Come on, there you go, worship us. I'm not gonna push you into a place that you've already been invited to. We open up our mouths and give you worship. We open up our mouth and give you worship. Come on, reverence His presence. Worship. Come on, hear a sound. Hear a sound in the spirit. Hear a sound in the spirit. Hear a sound. Hear a sound. Come on, minstrels, give me a sound. But hear it in the spirit. Come on, hear a sound. Because people only respond to the sound.